Good morning, traders. How are we all doing today? Good morning, good morning. Welcome. We have 1 minute until the market opens. Hello, hello. 30 seconds for the market to open here. Give me just a second. We're going to see what's going on with a couple of stocks here. We're going to be going over SVMH, STAF, GDC, and of course VRAX and Geo or GovX, all now here in just a minute. Do have a couple positions in. I'm going to see what happens here on this EMA line. Obviously, if this gets broken, then that will mean that it'll be selling off. Yeah, huge sell-off and huge push. A lot of sell orders, buy orders, etc. So we're going to see if it bounces off of this. We have 200 shares, about $580. If we can't, it looks like it's getting, looks like it's going to sell off. We're going to wait and see. We're just going to give it a couple of minutes. Here we go. Going to pump up. We do have a limit order to sell 100 shares, and we can sell another 100. We have a share price of $3.01. VRAX is selling off a little bit. Let's see if we can get a nice momentum push up. Still above that EMA and that MA line. So let's see if we get a nice rally here. I want to sell 100 shares, or I'd say 50 at limit order 650, right where that line was. We'll see what happens here though. We're gonna wait actually. What is this doing? Not much. OCGN not doing much either, and we are in on Siri. Mara and Bitcoin seem to be pulling off this morning after reaching those new highs of 61,000, almost 62,000. It's now pulling back, pretty much breaking this trend line here on that 30-minute chart. Very nice rally up, and now it's beginning to pull back, which means Mara is doing the exact same thing. Mara is selling off, so I was going to buy in thinking I was going to miss out, but seeing how far we are as far as a rejection period, I'm going to wait and see how far this rally is. Can I get down to $17 and get to this previous support level, which used to be a strong resistance, and bounce off of 17? That's going to depend a lot on what Bitcoin does this morning. Welcome. I hope you guys can see me okay. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Welcome to another live day trading session. My name's Johnny Trades, if this is your first time watching. And yeah. Hi, I'm a day trader. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. Say hi in the chat. Good morning if you haven't already. Still fighting that EMA, so I don't really want to get rid of it just yet. Still fighting that EMA line there. VRAX popping up. Here we go. VRAX, very nice. Is exactly what we wanted to see. Tested that 650 level, and it began to sell off, which means we were up about $14–15. Nothing too crazy there. Now what we can do is sell half and lock in profits, or all of it, as it may come all the way back down. It could continue to rise up as well. Catching this nice pop here. I'm going to sell half. Locking in about $10. Nothing too crazy. Should have sold way up there at the 677 mark. Good morning. How are you all doing today? Good morning. Wow, did you guys see that? We're up $45 in just a minute. Here we go. VRAX is now below the SMA. That's not good. That is not good, guys. We want to see it above, not below. We're going to see this break. Is it going to break? This one's pushing up too. We're going to sell VRAX right here, guys. It could push up a lot more, but we're going to sell right there. $28. Oh, shoot. See it coming down. STF, here we go. Here we go. Can we hit our limit price? Oh, come on. Don't go back down. I'm gonna sell 100 shares right there. Okay, we locked in profits. Come on. Push up one more time for us. Can you get here? 325. Let's get 325, guys. I haven't had a chance to share my video yet. Come on, keep popping, keep popping. We're up $41, 2% on the day. Can it push to 325? 325, here we go. 318, 319. Maybe 319 is where we need it. 322. There we go. We got filled. 322. All right. Just like that, up $52 or 2.75% in the first 5 minutes of the market being open. Now, I did trade some of this at the beginning during pre-market hours. Could have bought in a few more positions. I could still continue to be holding this position as this continues to kind of go up and down. Very interesting to see here as far as how quick and easy that potentially can be. Very interesting. We're going to add that to our stocks. Up $33 on that one little move. We're going to talk about it in just a second. Let me go ahead and find the other company that I was just trading here. Top gainers. Was it? Oh, I think it was VRAX, wasn't it? Oversold. I put VRAX in here? I did. It was one of my oversold companies. I did call it out because it was oversold. Pushed up to 675. I did not sell at 675. I sold at 640 and 657. So 660. Could have had a limit. A limit would have been better off here at that 675, or even setting a limit instead of creating a market order. It would have been a heck of a lot easier to do it that way. I probably got filled at a price I wanted to get filled at instead of getting filled with such a great amount of slippage. You know, hitting that sell order and then it going from like, you know, 660, 650 to 640 in like an instant is just insane, right? That's a lot of slippage. So we want to make sure that we can mitigate that. Now, it did come all the way back down, and it could crash even more. This is a point where I'd see it in the morning, and I'm like, oh, it's going to continue going up with no cause, no rhyme, no reason, and then it sells off on me, and now I'm negative a bunch of money. So what we got to do is we got to catch these before they happen. I bought down here, or I bought here at 620. When really I should have bought around here, you know, 586 when they actually confirmed this push up, right? Or even down here at the $5 level. So I did not get up early today. I stayed up extremely late, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to get up early this morning. I'll catch some good plays when I wake up. Good thing I did, because if I would have got up really early, then, you know, hey, it could have went differently. Could have went differently. But tomorrow is Friday. So I will be getting up extremely early to see what's going on with the markets as far as how we can catch some of these runners when they first come out, right? So if I could have got this when it pulled back at these, you know, yesterday's levels where it pretty much almost ended the day. It ended the day up here, but it pretty much traded within this area for VRAX. So I thought, well, it might just end up back at this area and then continue to go up. Obviously, there was some good news today. Not good news. I'm sorry. VRAX did not have good news. Up 56%. Up 56%. So what else is going up? Not SIRI. Not OCGN. That's weird. Huh. Days P&L realized $56.99. Wasn't it $40 a minute ago? $47 or something like that a minute ago. Anyways, let's go back to VRAX. You know, they had decent news this morning and into yesterday. I did notice that they had a nice push back from those highs of $9, came all the way back down to $3, and then pushed back up to $8. Now, I did miss the majority of this run here. I don't believe I actually traded any of it yesterday. I traded it the day before. So yeah, if you held this overnight at those $3 levels, even this morning, you're up 105%, doubling your money. If you sold after market hours, you're up 148%. So congratulations to everyone who traded this in the last couple of days. That was an amazing run. There we go. 1 second, guys. Just leave it cracked, Mom, and you can come in and out. I have to go to the window, I think. Nosy and dodging, as long as you don't start crying. Oh, man. My wife's cat's meowing. I guess you're my cat, too. That's okay. You're my cat, too. Yeah, he cries and meows to look out the window, to eat food, to do everything. So hopefully it doesn't bother you guys too much. Okay, VRAX is selling off. And now, see, like, we're up $60 now. What? I'm not understanding why we still have a position. Do we have a position in something? I mean, yeah, we do have, you know, 400 shares in OCGN, but OCGN has not been doing very good. It's been basically consolidating off of this $1.30 level. Hello, hello. What site is that? Is that TradingView or something that you are watching? Does it have scanners on it? And is it a paid site? Miko. Hey, Miko. Sorry I missed your message earlier. Got in the zone. This is WeBull. This is WeBull, and I do have videos showcasing how to set it up, just like mine, as well as how to get free shares. I think you get like 100 free shares or 75 free shares when you sign up with somebody's link. You don't have to use mine, but I encourage you to use somebody's link to get those free shares. It's free money when you sign up for WeBull. It's very nice. It's very similar to TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. That's something I used for years before WeBull came out. So I like the functionality of it. It's very simple to use. It is a free paid site. It is a free site. You do not have to pay to use WeBull. Also 0 commissions. And yeah, they do have screeners right here. Screeners, you can customize your own screeners. You can see what's relevant. 674 matches in total right now on whatever this screener is. Option screeners, top options, top gainers, top losers. REVB is on the top loser list today. Wow, yep, sold off very nicely. That'd be really cool to see if this could bounce back up to those $3 levels. That would be sweet. Make 100% profit. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, everyone else. How is it? How are you guys doing today? We made some quick money, guys. For all of you who just tuned in, we made $62 or 3% of our account size in less than 5 minutes of the market opening. Now, I did wake up just a few minutes earlier to trade, and yeah, very cool, very cool. So we were going over that real quick. VRAX, I did notice that this did pop. This did sell off. It popped yesterday and then sold off, right? And then I woke up about 6. I didn't get up at 5 like I was going to, but I got up about 6. Got on the computer about 7 after I did my workout and everything. And I actually bought this at 7:15 during pre-market, 100 shares at 620, and sold 50 shares at 640 and 50 shares at 657. Now, I missed this push here from 640 to 675, another 5%. Now I made $28 on what was it, like 500 bucks, $620. I made almost 30 bucks. So not too bad. Looks like it's going to bounce again, guys. Looks like it's going to bounce off of this EMA line. And SMA line, which you can potentially get another, 18% profit very quickly. If it doesn't go all the way up to that, just goes up to 628 or 622. I think that's where I also sold a 10% profit. Oh, 640 and 657. 640, 13%, 15%. So not too bad on that one. And then the next one I was thinking of trading was GovX. Good thing I didn't. I thought it was going to bounce off of these levels here, especially that nice green candle, and it didn't. It had a nice bounce early this morning, about 5 a.m. my time, which would have been about 7 a.m. Eastern time. It went up 21%. 21% in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And then I traded, where was the other one I traded? VRAX. STAF. STAF. Oh man, STAF is up even more. I figured it could probably go up, but yeah, I sold at 322 and 314. It went up almost an entire dollar, but it got suspended too. So now it's on suspension, which can be, I think, a halt is, I think, 1 to 5 minutes, and I think a suspension is 3 to 10 minutes. Am I right on that, guys? Let me know if you guys know the answer to that. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. Miko, thank you. I have money in Robinhood, but we'll sign up with your link. Hey, that'd be cool. I know our viewer Tina that just popped into the chat, she signed up with my link and got a ton of free shares. Did you ever calculate, Tina, how much money it was exactly? Around $100, $150, something like that, for free, just for signing up. I mean, that's an amazing start, guys. That is an amazing start to your investing career, by getting free money from a platform that allows you to trade like 16 hours out of the day, right? From 2 a.m. my time all the way till 8 p.m. My time, right? So a very long day, zero commission, so it's free to trade. And there's a lot of other things like MooMoo and Robinhood, WeBull. They all have their pros and cons. Just depends on what you like. So this got suspended. I'm actually glad I got out. I mean, I should have held to that next 50-cent level right here, 350. But it honestly didn't go against it didn't go with my plan. I didn't think I was going to get filled at 3. Did I have it at 350 earlier? I'll have to look back and see if I had it at 350 or not. I know I brought it back down to like 322, 325, and then 322 and got filled. So made $33 on STAF. Could have been up probably another. Well, I had 200 shares at $3 and a penny. $3 and a penny. So I would actually made $200, or at least now that it is suspended, I would have been up $200 today. So coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't like to do that, but the possibilities are endless. Causing a Ruckus said I got about 65 for signing up. That is awesome. Causing a Ruckus got $65 for signing up. Free money. Free money, guys. $65 can pay a phone bill. It can help you get to that next big investment. Maybe you're trying to get to 100. Well, $65, you're more than halfway there. I know when I signed up, I got like $120, $130. And then when Robinhood was out, I was spreading my link everywhere and trying to get as many people to sign up with my links as possible for Robinhood. I was getting $30 share price a share, like Sprint. I think when they were like 15 bucks, the Ford Motor Company, I think that was like $7 or $8 at the time. Chesapeake Energy was like $3 or $4. Zynga Games, that was like $3 or $4. And I mean, I was getting like 10 free shares a week, and then it was like 20, 30 free shares. Before you know it, I had met my cap limit. I think the cap was it like 100? Was it 100? 150 free shares a year or something, and then they'd cap you out. My very last one I got was from Facebook, or aka Meta now. $179, one free share for one person signing up for Robinhood. That was a really good deal. I remember those days. That was a lot of fun. Lee, I just subscribed. Hello, welcome, Lee. Some new subscribers in the chat. New subscribers in the YouTube. We also have our Discord, so definitely check that out. You could always take this conversation over to the Discord chat room, second link below, and you can continue this conversation there. Check out profits, losses, my trade ideas throughout the day. I do only go live for about 30 minutes to an hour. Check that out, guys. So STAF came out of its suspension. It's selling off now. Now, usually when it comes out of a suspension or a halt, it'll sell off and then it'll rip right back up. So we're going to see if that does that here, or if it's just going to sell back off. Now, if I would have held on to those 200 shares at $3, we would be up 200 bucks. Because we had 200 shares at $3. And now we are still up $58. It is still fluctuating. We have 400 shares in OCGN. It keeps going between $58 and like $62, which is great. Now we also trade other companies. What link do I use to get to $65? There is a link for WeBull down below. And I believe if you deposit just $1, I believe, you can get anywhere from, I think it was like 25 to 75 free fractional shares. Those shares will then add up to, you know, $65, $100, $200, depending if you get how lucky you are, I guess. But yeah, I've had quite a few people sign up with it. Causing a ruckus. I prefer WeBull though. MooMoo is the one that I got lucky on, the 65. Oh, okay. So MooMoo. So honestly, you can sign up for all of them, guys. This is like credit card churning or bank account opening when you get those free perks, right? Get you a Robinhood account. Put you $5 in there, $20 in there. Get you MooMoo. Put you $5 or $20 in there. Get WeBull. Put $5 or $20 in there. So now you have like maybe, you know, $15 to $60 invested of your own money. Now you can take that money and pull it back out after, you know, the settlement period and, you know, etc. Once you get to free shares and your whatever, you can pull that money out and then keep the money that you got for free from all these signups, and you can keep that money in your investing accounts. Use your $65 or however much money you put in, right? And you can pull it back out. Now, cool thing about that is when I sign up for Robinhood, MooMoo, WeBull, I mean, I've already got over $500 in free shares when I personally signed up for the first time using Robinhood, MooMoo, WeBull, and there's a ton of other ones. I think Acorns, you could sign up with Acorns and get like a free $5 instantly. Ton of different brokerages. There's no limit to how many brokerages you can have. I myself have 4 brokerages, right? I just said Robinhood, MooMoo, WeBull, and I still have my old TD Ameritrade. Causing ruckus. Yeah, it's usually 60 days you have to leave your money in there, but now they give interest on cash, so you still come out real good. Yes, and the interest on cash. So even if you say you put $100 in there or $1,000, you don't really want to use it to trade, but you want to start saving it. You want to start putting it somewhere. Well, some of these brokerages have 5% or even 8% interest earned on your uninvested cash. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, guys, so it's almost 8 o'clock. Do you guys have any questions, any call outs, any comments? I know I wanted to go over crypto again one more time to see where it is. It did have a nice rejection to that EMA line right there. Oh man, it actually even went past the 45-day moving average. Very interesting. This may start to recover though. This is still very bullish. Crypto is very bullish, still going up very nicely. And with that said, you can see potentially Mara right here. Again, bouncing off that SMA line, so still showing signs of it being bullish. Now, I did trade this yesterday. I had $160 worth, about 10 shares at 16.46, sold at 16.92. Okay, I sold at my target price. My target price was just under $17, and it went up, and it went up even more. So another 5%. So you can't beat yourself up when you lose. You can't beat yourself up when you miss out on opportunities. You really can't beat yourself up when it comes to trading. Everything take with a grain of salt. And remember, never invest more than you're not willing to lose, just in case something happens and you don't set that stop loss, okay? I recommend setting a stop loss. Never trade without a stop loss, guys. The other day I traded GOVX and put myself in a hole. All my profits, pretty much for the month, gone, instantly gone, right? So set them stop losses, guys. Can't go broke when you're always pushing those positive gains. Yep, I like the way that sounds, causing a ruckus. Yep. All right, GOVX pushing again off of this EMA level, about that $8 mark. It's already up 10% from that $8 mark, so that would have been a really nice little play on GOVX again. We are going to continue to watch this company. It's in our oversold playlist, but I may consider, I'm probably going to add another playlist now for pre-market runners, and then possibly potential next day trades, like something like that. I'm still working out the details, but what about your guys' watch list? Do you guys separate your companies in different watch lists? Causing a ruckus. I know you've been trading for a while. Do you separate it by day, month, by whether it's a momentum or a swing trade? You know, how do you differentiate your different watch lists? And anyone can answer. It doesn't just have to be causing a ruckus. I'd like to know. Crypto going up. How about the overall market? The overall market seems to be bullish. It's still very bullish, guys. And you know what's crazy? If we would have just invested in Nvidia, what's this, like in the 90s here in August 5th? Get some Nvidia for 90 bucks. Everyone's like, no, don't do it. It's going to go lower. It's up 42%. 42% in 17 days. 17 days, guys. Smash that like button. Smash that like button if you understand what I'm talking about here. Bought it at 90, sold it at 130. You're up 43% in 17 days. My goal is to make 40% a month. Don't mean I always hit it. There's some months I only make 20%. There's some months I only make 10%. Heck, there's even months I am negative, right? But my goal is 40% a month, and boom, right here. Buy and hold, swing trade, 42%. That's $4,000, guys, on a $10,000 investment. $4,000 in 2 weeks. How about that? All right. Drop a like, everyone. Causing ruckus. Nope, mine is a mess. I need to organize it. Okay, well, I guess I'm glad I'm not the only one. I thought mine was messy. I got my sister investing in August. She apparently bought a little Nvidia and got lucky. Yeah, I mean, anyone coming into the market August 5th and was like, hey, yo, Nvidia, let's go. When every single day there is news of correction, recession, stock market crash, bear market. It's like, this was the bear market. No one was talking about it then. Maybe they were. I don't know. Maybe they were. I don't honestly pay too much attention to the news. I do now that I am in the stock market more. But as a day trader, you don't really have to worry about it. Unless you're swing trading, you don't really have to worry about it too much because I'm in and out of positions within one day. You know, 1-2 days. But yeah, where were they at when they were talking about it going down here? They were, but then they said it was going to go down even more. And then everyone talked about that Wednesday when we had a really bad crash. What was it? Wednesday was it the 7th? I think it was this one right here. But did they talk about it this day, August 1st? Well, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they talk about every single day like we do here. But it went up 20% overnight and then crashed 25%. So even if you would have bought at the highest point and held at 122, you'd still be up 8% right now. I know my chart's getting messy. My chart is getting really, really messy over here. Now, there was a company I wanted to showcase real quick where we showcased a breakout. I want to say it was on Mara. Maybe I already... Oh, no, it was on Bitcoin. It was on crypto. Did I get rid of it? 1 hour? 4 hour? Sorry, guys. Let's see. Was it Bitcoin here? Yeah, right here. Okay. Okay, so look exactly what it did. This was trailing up. It found support right here, right? There's resistance, clear resistance. It pushed through. It bounced up to 61.43 and began a downward trend, as you can see on this red line here. I'm gonna make it white real quick. On this white line, it faked us out. Now, when it gets squeezed like this, at some point it's gonna break, either above or below, right? It found support here. So this was a strong trade pattern, right? Super strong, and it should have broke. Now, a lot of times this can break, but because it's Bitcoin, there could have been a lot of different factors that played into account. But the main point is we identified this strategy. Okay, it could have broke out. It did break out a little bit and then got rejected. A false breakout with a sell-off, okay? So we have to be aware that these are tools that we can use to our advantage when we identify patterns and easy breakout patterns. We could have got in at 60 and went up. It broke out almost 1% and then sold off. This thing could have broke out as much as it went up. It could have broke out 3 or 4% and got some new highs, 62, 63, 64, something like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Got rejected, completely sold off. So very, very interesting, which again, that's why Mara sold off too, which is right here. That's why Mara sold off right here. There's a break in pattern. Okay, and you couldn't identify that break in pattern here because it gapped up so high. Obviously, this needs to correct itself, right? If it's trading in this level and it gaps up, it's going to come back down to that level pretty much because it's going to compensate for this gap right here in time. And all these buyers are going to start selling up here, bringing them back down to this level. So for Mara, what's our trading plan, guys? Well, we're going to wait. We're going to wait for Mara to see how far it can go down. There's no point in rushing. It looks like it broke the trend line. So this trend line is now broken. If it starts coming down below, it could potentially break that EMA and sell back off, you know, even to lows of 49,000. I doubt it'll go all the way down to 50,000 again, but it could come down to 56, 57, even 58 or 9,000, losing about $1,000. So why invest now? Might as well just wait to see what happens over the next a couple hours. Now, if this starts to curl up and over, that's a good sign. Same thing with this. It could just be a small sell-off and start curling over. But I believe it may just sell off for the day, because this has huge swings. I mean, Mara can push 6% a day, easy. What was this? 7% right there. Right here was another 5.62%. But when it goes up 7 or 8%, it also comes down, and it could come down a second the market opens. It could sell off. It could sell off midday. It could even sell off after hours. But a lot of times it will sell off in the morning and then start its run up as the morning goes on, as it did here. It sold off very sharply in the morning, 5%, and now it's been going up from those lows of $16 up 10% in 2 days. So very cool, very cool. Causing a ruckus, yeah, the stock market is up and down as always, but they have been talking about a crash for 3 years. I'm up so much, but not panic selling per the news. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That is great. They always say, buy the rumors, sell the news. The news is always pretty much wrong anyways. And then any reaction is an overreaction. usually when it comes to the stock market. Now, I bought Siri for a long-term play. Warren Buffett invested so many dollars into this, and also SiriusXM Radio has now is acquiring or has acquisitions with all these celebrities. Excuse me. We're going to be doing this podcast or something like that coming up. So I am invested in them a little bit. 10 shares. What the heck? It's nothing. If it triples or quadruples, it's not going to matter much, right? Or if it goes down to 0, I'm not going to lose much. So, yeah, FFIE did pop today. Now, they did have a reverse split, guys. So that's why it kind of looks weird from the last time we looked at it. It looks very, very weird. But it's because they had a reverse stock split. This went up from 2.60 yesterday. 60%. It's actually popping right now as we speak. Yep. Up 26% pre-market. Very nice candle. I like that move. Now, how can you identify this? Okay, check this out, guys, real quick. This is some knowledge before I go. It's already 8 o'clock. This was on the EMA line. It pushed below it, and then as soon as it crossed over this EMA yesterday, it broke and it just went. Now, you see how this first and second candle here, not a lot happened because people were unclear that it may sell off again. As soon as it broke above this green line, this MA level, 200-day, it shot up like a rocket, okay? It shot up. As soon as people identified, hey, this is bullish, that went up 18%, okay? Then it continued to stay above the moving average. I have a whole video on moving averages and how you can use them to your advantage, but the main point is when it's above the moving average, that means that it is bullish. When it's below the moving average, that means it's bearish. So if you would have bought in at that $2.94 level, $3 level, and continued to ride it up, even after hours, you'd be up 27%. Maybe you rode it up to this area here at 366, and you went up 26%, sold at that first red candle right there, right? First sign of a pullback. Now, it stayed above that EMA line all day and all night until early this morning. And look, it's popping up again, guys. It's a beautiful trade. Great call out. Who called that out? Miko, our new viewer and hopefully new subscriber of the day, called that out. Good job. Good job. Now, we have been watching this for a few weeks past, waiting to see what happens as it has been selling off for quite some time. Making some decent money on this too recently when they play those 10, 20% moves. Now, why did it go up? Up 34% right now, guys. Up 34%. Consider locking in profits at that point, guys. Don't get too greedy. You don't want this to jackknife on you and come all the way back down to these levels. Now, I'm thinking, this is my thought. Oh, yeah, especially since, look at that. Previous resistance levels. It's at it. That's your, I believe that would be your trade plan to sell. Woo-hoo-hoo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now, why did this happen? We're going to talk about it real quick. Resistance. This was resistance right here. Stayed below the EMA line since August 21st. It started pushing above that EMA line, showing that upward momentum here on FFIE. Now, obviously, it was overbought or oversold, you know, had the reverse stock split, and now it's up 60%. Majority of it is today. Now it's above that EMA line. It tested this area. It had consolidation, which means it wanted to stay above the EMA line, showing that it was still bullish. It did struggle just now pre-market, showcasing kind of a bear trap here where it sold off. It touched this 200-day moving average. So when the 45-day moving average fails and it's above that 200-day moving average, the 200-day moving average can also act as a support. So you had two strong supports here from previous days. It sold off on one support, kind of got to this level here at 330. It actually touched exactly at that 330 level where previous resistance was at. Previous resistance was at 330, right? So when it's a strong resistance, this creates a strong support, and it bounced right off of that 330 level. This is a textbook play. Sell at your support, or buy at your support, sell at your resistance level. 34% profit. 34% profit. And it went up because everyone's seen support level was identified. It bounced back above that EMA after a quick small little push below. Then there's 3 small green candles. They're very small because people were still uncertain, maybe putting a couple hundred shares in at a time. And then as soon as it crossed over that 45-day moving average, the bulls came out, probably started loading up 1,000 shares at a time, big green candles, and it's still going to push above this resistance line. Now it can push higher, guys, but I would be extremely careful as this is nothing but bearish. Okay, this is extremely bearish company. It just so happens to get really nice intraday plays sometimes. Okay, it sells off, pops up, sells off, pops up, and that's its history. And it tends to sell off all day and pop up pre-market and aftermarket, it looks like. This one was right after market close, pulled up, sold off, sold off, sold off, sold off, and now it's pushing up during market hours. So still a great play, still potential for this to run up. As long as it's not breaking this initial trend level, this can continue to go up as long as it wants to. Okay, so there's your trend line. Start it right where it broke above that EMA line right there, and then track it right below these candles here, and that'll give you a nice trend line. Now, be careful on this one. Don't get FOMO. Okay, don't get FOMO on this one. It can continue to go up, but it could also come down just as fast. It's okay to understand that, hey, we're going to miss out on some of these sometimes. The price to buy would have been here at these $3.50 levels, $3.50, $3.30. That would have been the area to buy. Okay, don't make the mistake that I've made in the past and buy in your sell ranges. This was a buy range area, this is the sell range area, and I missed that opportunity. That opportunity is now gone for me. And there's going to be tons of these trades. Great call out though. Awesome call out here. Up $60, 3% on the day. We traded VRAX $28, and we traded, I'm gonna have to move this company over to oversold just so I can see it better. We traded STAF, STAF. Very nice. Didn't get too much more of a pop after that 464 level, and went up 60% and is now selling off. Quickest $60 I've ever made, guys, in 5 minutes of the market open, locking in 3%. Now it's all about just scaling up, getting a little bit more confidence, a little bit more consistency, and that 3% can turn into 30%, right? I could do the exact same thing, but with more size and start scaling up to where that $60 is more like $600. Okay, and that's what I want for all of you guys too. We're going to grow together, learn together, and profit together. Appreciate you guys' time. Miko, I bought before the split as I was new and just learning. Hey, it benefited you as long as you are in the green and making profit and locking it in, right? You don't want to realize or unrealize $100 and then look back the next day and be like, man, I was up 100 and now I'm down money, or I only made $1. Right, so lock in those profits, guys. This is locked in. My only open positions right now, days realized, 62.44. That's my today's realized. I do have two open positions. Siri, nothing crazy, $30, 10 shares. And OCGN, 400 shares at about $500 in market cap, or market value. But I'm confident that this will begin to go up, making from my 130s up to those highs. This is what, 180, 38%, 40 to 50% profit. So remember, guys, trading is risky. This is not financial advice. Scott said watch AMS today, and we'll end that with AMS. Let's take a look. Holy crap, holy. Oh yeah, looking like a nice setup here. Very good call out. Scott has some awesome call outs. Last few times that he's actually made a call out, they've all been 100%. So, you know, again, trade at your own risk. Don't trade based on anyone's opinions. Only trade in something you find value in. And hey, it's good to share ideas, right? It's good to share trade ideas. And that's exactly what you can see in the Discord, second link below. After this live stream, let's take the conversation over there. We can call out more stocks. We can share screenshots, profits, losses, all that fun stuff. Memes if you want to laugh. And that's also where I'll keep you up to date with my position. How much I end the day in exactly, whether it's a profit or a loss. And then also, do I add to a position? Do I sell a position? Am I holding a position overnight? I share all that with you after the live stream ends throughout the day until market close. So if you found value in this, smash the like button for me. Lee, Jack, MOBX, AIRI, and Piton. Yes, they were. A lot of those were on that screener today. A lot of them were on that screener today. AIRI is on there, as well as Piton. Yes. Very good. And everyone knows what Piton is. Peloton. Look at that. Nice. Staying above that 45-day moving average. That's what we like to see. And AIRI. Oh, this was a nice one too. I was looking at this morning, and I was like, as long as it stays above this 45, I might get some. And I should have, because it's up 36%. Even if you put $100 in, make 36 more dollars. Put 100 in your 3 top gainers, 100 in AIRI, 100 in STAF, 100 in maybe not this one because it's actually below the EMA. Do you see that? Above the EMA, bullish, it broke below the blue line, the EMA, and now it's bearish. If it can break above that EMA though, we can see a nice breakout again. Plus it's under 19 cents. So really the ones you want to focus on, STAF, AIRI, MOBX, GDC I was considering before it broke the EMA line, and then AMS is another one they're considering as it is testing support, holding support above that green line there, the 200-day moving average. So I set my alert on AMS, and I want to, no, that one was the 18-cent one. I'm going to set it on this one as well. So yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we go live every day, Monday through Friday. As long as the market's open, you can guarantee that we will be live in the studio. Yeah, up $62.44. Very good, very good. More profits to come, and I hope the same for you. Remember, guys, let's all end the year on a green note. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.